Chapter 1640. At this time, the door was pushed open. Michael walked in first with the old lady. Harold and Olivia followed behind. The old lady was wearing a noble mink coat, her face was red, and her face was indescribably happy. Since regaining a new life in the Richard family group, the Mrs. Richard has been happy every day. Her whole face is red, like she has eaten a rejuvenation pill. As soon as she entered the house, Mrs. Richard opened her mouth and said, "Oh, although the whale family is not good enough, at least the lean camel is bigger than the horse. With the project they gave, we can make at least 20 million in profit in the next year. That is really good." Michael laughed and said, "Mom, it's not that you are farsighted. If you weren't strategizing behind the back, our Richard group wouldn't have a chance to be born again." Mrs. Richard nodded in satisfaction. She has always been narcissistic and has a strong desire for power. She likes to be flattered most. Lucy on the sofa was very upset when she heard this. She couldn't help cursing inwardly. The old dead woman is really shameless. What is your contribution to the rebirth of the Richard family? Isn't it the help of Mr. Fury? Besides, Mr. Fury back then but first sent someone to the black coal kiln to rescue me. Only then did you get your family out of the detention center." Mrs. Richard entered the living room happily, and when she saw Lucy sitting on the sofa playing with her mobile phone, she immediately shouted annoyed, "Lucy, what are you doing on the sofa instead of cooking in the kitchen? This is your sitting place?" Lucy stood up and said angrily, "Mom, what do you mean by this? I am also a member of this family. Am I not even qualified to sit on a sofa?" Mrs. Richard said sharply, "You are right. You are not qualified to sit on the sofa. In this house, you are a servant. Still a servant who dissatisfied me. If it weren't for Mr. Fury to cover you behind, I would just drive you out, you pugnacious girl." "You," Lucy said angrily, "the dead old lady, you're endless, right? You take that little mess out all day long and nag, is it interesting? Don't forget what whale always does. That said, let us put aside all our prejudices. If you have an old attitude, I will go to Mr. Fury to help me out." The Mrs. Richard was speechless. She insulted and bullied Lucy because she determined that Lucy did not dare to make trouble. But she didn't expect that the rabbit would bite in a hurry. Lucy dared to talk to herself like this. However, she did not dare to choke with Lucy right away. After all, Fury had indeed ordered that if she annoyed Fury, it might affect the rise of the Richard family. Thinking of this, she snorted and said, "Okay, since Mr. Fury asked us to let go of our prejudices, then I don't have the same knowledge as you. But I still advise you to figure out your own situation. In this family, you are a sinner. There must be a sense of atonement at all times." Although Lucy was upset in her heart, she did not continue to argue with the old lady. Instead, she said blankly, "The food is ready, let's eat." However, although she didn't say anything on the surface, she hated the old lady deeply in her heart. She completely understood that Mrs. Richard's attitude would only get worse in the future, not better. If the Richard group continues to move up, Mrs. Richard's posture will definitely be higher. She couldn't help but sigh inwardly, this dead old woman, if only she could fall a bit hard.